Welcome back to the channel, guys. Some of you might remember this 1/16 scale car from Bezgar that the guy sent me a while back. Did a little first look on it, and honestly this thing was really impressive for its size and its price point, but that's not what this is about. In that video I mentioned that I had a couple of ideas for a build around this thing, and well, there's a couple of holdups with me painting the body for the K5 Blazer, so as much as I really want to finish one project before I start another one, it's time to start building. This thing is marketed as an off-road truck. I mean, it says it right there on the front. But in my testing and running with this little truck, I actually noticed how much fun it is on the concrete. Kind of like a street basher in a way. Check some of this stuff out. I've had the idea to build a street basher for a little while now. I love my monster trucks, the X-Max, the Notorious, all of those different things to go off-roading. But in the area that I'm at, I have a lot of access to open concrete, some different elevations on concrete and all of that stuff. I really think something to bash around on-road would be really fun. But I want it to be versatile too. I don't want just a drift car or a touring car. I want something, honestly, kind of like these things. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the Sierra cars online. These things are wicked. And I kind of have an idea of a scaled down version of that. It obviously won't be super scale. It won't have the nice cage and cart look to it, but I want something like that that'll have a good bit of suspension travel, but be mainly on-road for the most part. Can go off-road, kind of like a rally style, I guess. And I have a couple of ideas for this build. I thought for this project though, it'd be kind of fun to get you guys involved. Kind of like a community build in a way. So if you make sure to follow the channel, you may see a couple of polls coming up in the following days. Leave your comments down below of anything you'd like to see in this truck for sure. And also, if you have any pictures in mind, anything that I could use for inspiration, I'm talking what wheels and tires you want to see. If you think I ought to change the shocks or suspension at all, what body should I put on it? Should I build something? All of that kind of stuff. I want you guys to let me know. And go ahead and post on Instagram with any pictures you have, any kind of ideas. Make sure to use the hashtag FTRCBuild so I can see all of you guys' suggestions and we can hopefully work together to make this thing a pretty sweet little truck. I want to show what its potential is. This video is not sponsored by Bezgar at all. They sent me the truck a while back, but it's just been sitting waiting for this project. I'm just really interested with the performance of this truck to see what it can do. I think it could be a pretty cool little street machine. So like I said, a couple of things right off the back that are must. Wheels and tires. This thing's actually got 12mm hexes, so it shouldn't be too hard to find a wheel and tire for it, on road specifically. I actually wouldn't mind a wheel and tire almost the same size as this. Actually, it'll be kind of similar to an on-road cart, which is what I'm going for, like I mentioned. I believe we need to get this chassis a little bit lower down. I'd like to keep some suspension travel, but it does need to sit a good bit lower than this. You see this thing wheelies pretty much on demand on 3S. And although I'm okay with a couple of wheelies, I do want to try to keep this thing planted for the most part. I think it'll be fun to slide around like that. And then besides those two major things, the other is appearance wise, a body, a cage. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I want to go for the street cart look, I guess, similar to the Sierra cars. So let me know what's your opinion, what you have in mind. Remember, drop any pics or posts on Instagram using the hashtag FTRCBuilds. Or send your ideas or anything you think you'd like to see on this directly to me on Instagram. I'd really like this to be sort of a community build. I want to get you guys' input on this and make it as sweet as possible. Should be really fun to drive around. It's already pretty fun. So make sure to leave a like if you're interested in another build here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe so you can see as we build along with this thing, as well as when we get that K5 Blazer painted up. And as always, thanks again for watching. Peace.